Welcome! So, you're curious about starting a magical practice, but you're probably wondering, where do I even begin? It can seem like this huge, complicated world. Well, today, we're going to cut right through all of that. We're going to demystify those first steps with a really clear, practical guide based on some foundational advice. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start at the absolute beginning. Then we'll look at the fundamental practices you'll want to build into your daily routine. We'll explore the tools of the trade, which are helpful, but maybe not in the way you think. Then I'll walk you through casting your very first spell, and we'll wrap up with some essential advice for the journey ahead. It's a simple, direct path to get you started on the right foot. Okay, let's dive right into the single most crucial element of the magical arts, the one thing that really defines everything else. This is the question, right? It's what everyone asks at the start. With so much information out there, so many traditions, so many tools, it's incredibly easy to feel overwhelmed and just not know which way to turn. But the answer is actually a lot simpler and more accessible than you might think. And here we get to the absolute heart of it. This quote sums up a core principle. The most powerful tool you will ever have isn't some expensive athame or an ancient chalice. It's your mind. It's your ability to focus your thoughts, your intention, and your will. Everything else is just an accessory. The real engine of magic is already inside you. Here's a critical point to understand. You wouldn't expect to play a Chopin piece after one piano lesson, right? Or dance in pointe after your first ballet class. Well, magic works exactly the same way. It's not a switch you flip for instant results. It's a discipline, an art that requires constant practice, patience, and dedication. The results build over time as you hone your skills day after day. So now that we've established your mind is the main event, let's talk about how to train it. There are two daily habits that really form the foundation of any solid practice. These two exercises are pretty much non-negotiable. The first one, grounding and centering, gets your mind and your energy ready for the work ahead. The second, keeping a magical diary, is what allows you to track your progress, learn, and grow objectively. Think of them as the pillars that everything else is built on. Before any ritual, any divination, any magical work at all, this is a mandatory first step. It's like a musician tuning their instrument before a concert. This meditation technique helps you quiet all that background noise from daily life, focus your energy, and connect with the stability of the earth. It creates the optimal mental and spiritual state for your practice. And this is a fascinating point. Your magical diary, or your book of shadows, isn't just a scrapbook for memories. It's your personal laboratory. Writing down what you did, the energies you felt, the tools you used, and most importantly, the results you got, is the only way to turn a subjective experience into an objective learning path. It lets you see what works for you and what doesn't, turning every single action into a lesson. Okay, let's tackle a topic that fascinates and confuses a lot of beginners: physical tools. What's their real purpose and what do you actually need? In athame, a chalice, a wand, they don't have any inherent power. The power resides in you. These objects are psychological aids, physical extensions of your will that help your mind focus on a specific task or energy. They are incredibly useful for training, but they are not essential to practicing magic. This distinction is really the key. In the essential column, we've only got two things: your mind, which is the source of power, and your diary, which is your tool for learning. Everything else, blades, cups, incense, falls into the helpful category. They assist you, they inspire you, but your practice can exist and absolutely thrive without them. And look, if you live in a situation where you have to keep your practice secret or you just don't want to spend any money, that is totally fine. Creativity is your best friend here. A letter opener can stand in for an athame, a favorite coffee mug can serve as a chalice, your own finger can direct energy just like a wand, and an essential oil diffuser can replace incense. Magic is adaptable. All right, it's time to put all this into practice. I'm going to walk you through a simple first spell designed as a mental exercise to build your confidence and let you feel the flow of energy for yourself. This is absolutely fundamental. Don't start out trying to win the lottery or change the world. Pick something small, achievable, something that's just a little bit outside of what you could easily do on your own. The idea is to gradually expand your sphere of influence. Maybe it's finding a great parking spot, getting a call from a friend, or having a minor inconvenience just sort of resolve itself. So here are the 4 steps for this first experiment. First, pick your small, realistic goal. Second, create a short rhyme, a little chant that describes what you want. Third, after you've grounded and centered, get into a meditative state and really visualize, with all your emotion, the result already happening while you recite your chant. And finally, the hardest part, let it go. And that's the secret sauce right there. Once you've sent your intention out into the universe, obsessing over the outcome is counterproductive. It's like digging up a seed every day to see if it's growing. You have to launch the energy and then forget about it. Let the magic do its work without the interference of your anxiety or doubt. To wrap things up, here are a few guiding principles to keep in mind as your practice grows and evolves. This advice will help you keep your perspective and cultivate a healthy relationship with your craft. First, be patient, just like a musician learning an instrument. Second, let the results be your proof. If a technique works for you, use it. If it doesn't, let it go. Third, trust your gut. It's your most reliable compass. And finally, maintain a light touch. Magic should also be about joy and play, so don't take it all too seriously. This is maybe the most important piece of advice of all. There are no magic police. Books, teachers, and traditions can offer guidance, but you are the final authority on your own practice. If something resonates with you, explore it. If something feels wrong or uncomfortable to you, you have every right to reject it. Your practice is uniquely yours. And with that, I'll leave you with a question. Not a grand plan for the future, but one small, single step you can take today to start this journey. Maybe it's 5 minutes of grounding or writing the first page of your diary. Magic begins with an action. What will yours be?